Yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy that be wildin'. I'm back at you with another reaction, man. We got Abra Cadabra on losing SJ, King Von, and Pop Smoke collabs, and coming up in Tottenham. We finna get into this, man. Look, I know y'all been asking for the project, this mixtape, for the longest, bro. Now, I was supposed to record that on Tuesday. Mind you, it's Thursday now. I was supposed to record that on Tuesday, but I end up having to work on my only day off. So I don't have a day off again until next Tuesday. So I will record, if I don't record that mixtape review sometime this week, I definitely record it next Tuesday. That's when it's my off day, so I got plenty of time to record it. So if nothing come up next Tuesday, I would definitely record that, make that a priority, and only edit that video so then it could eventually be out probably Wednesday before I go to work. Like, it's gonna be something like that. So yeah, we finna get into this video, man. Y'all make sure to leave a like, sub if you're new, turn on post notifications, man. Without further ado, let's get it.
Man's tuned into them little dark all of that, like all of the old block guys over there, like man's proper tuned into them, you get it? It's like, man see the comparison, you get it, like how they live and like how the man them live and that, and yeah man, it's like King Von was one of the main guys I wanted to make a song with. Funny enough, like, you know, like a couple weeks before he passed, my manager's page was like, oh, would you make a song with King Von and that? Like, I'm like, yeah, that's my guy, like. He's like, we'll try and make it happen, and like, Cypress passed away.
Man, that's heartbreaking just to imagine, like, you on a tune with Von would have just been the craziest thing ever.
That would have been crazy.
Just the OFB O-Block link-up would just be legendary, for sure.
100%.
That would have been a crazy ass track, bro. I wish hey man. Damn. Well, I wish we could have actually got that track. That would have been crazy, bro.
These lines, Lils just come back and I'm better than ever, and this time I'm popping up and then whenever the weather straight winners, no else, just me and my brothers. Off beef, farm block, go getters. Come to the block, get run down, suns out, guns out. T-Got now you gotta run now.
Bro, absolutely.
No Jump UK, it's your boy Trapfloor Ross on a very British rainy day, and we are here at the Broadwater Farm estate, the infamous block that is most known for the likes of OFB. We're talking artists like Heady One, Band OK, a lot of Tottenham-based artists have come from this estate, but most importantly, Abra Cadabra, Mr. Spin This Coupe, Mr. Jiggy Jiggy Freely Freely on deck. We are here today to have a chat with him before he releases his big
what is this nigga talking about, bro?
Product of my environment. So we're going to go have a little chat with him. We're going to have a look around the estate and hopefully head a bit later and hear some new music. I'm gassed. No Jumper UK. Let's go.
No Jumper
Right, so we're here just outside Tangier. Sorry, Tangier. Tangier. I'm going to mess it up, man. Alright, we're here just outside Tangier with Abra Cadabra. This is your spot, man. Like we were just saying that kind of you guys in a way have made this block famous, and this block has kind of made you who you are in a way. Like, can you just tell us a little bit about like your experiences coming from here and just what it's been like coming up?
It's more of a community type of feeling. It's not like just any other area. You get like we all know the majority of the people here. Yeah, man. Just growing up, I'd always come to this estate. Just one of my auntie's shops right there and that. I'll come visit my cousins and that. And then yeah, man. This is just it was like a way of man. I don't know. It was the next home for man, and separately from man's actual home. But yeah, man. It just brought us and that. Depend like in terms of our morals and that and whatnot. Like, yeah, man. This place really shaped man.
And you obviously like, you know, the people that you're kind of blowing up with now and getting money with now are obviously like your friends that you knew growing up in the estate.
Yeah. It's a mad feeling knowing that we're not meeting and that. It's not nobody new that were around and that. And it's like this was semi the man.
Same niggas, man. Day one niggas, man.
Before I was rapping, you get it. Like Heady was rapping from back in the day, you get it. I mean, my brother Bleaky, Cash, like the man them had dreams of music from as early as 2011, 2010 and that. So yeah man, just to now finally be like, have our foot on the door and that, like it's mad stuff. It's a mad feeling.
It felt like, you know, you might see this a little bit differently, right? But at least in some of the fans' eyes, it felt like Robbery was this huge tune.
Look, man don't talk, man rap. Run up in the trap like a boss, the one in there, pulled up and now.
And you know, you did a lot of other things that were super popular, your Black Box freestyle, things like that. But it felt like, at least for a period, maybe you weren't as focused on music as you once were.
Yeah.
What was the reason for that?
I don't know, man. I think everyone goes through that period. Remember, I come around at a time when I was still young. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man's still surrounded by whatever. Man's trying to get away at the same time and that, but it's like, I don't know, man. My head just wasn't there, man. Literally, my head just wasn't on the music and that. I wasn't focused on that. Things happen out here and you go through times where you be stressed, you don't know you're stressed, you get what I'm saying? It's like all of that happened, like my creative thinking wasn't there, like I just went with it, man. I just went with it and that, and it's like, one thing that didn't help me is because I'm still making an income, so it's like, that weren't kicking me in the head and saying, like, you gotta get up now and do something mad, you get what I'm saying? So I wasn't realising that, I was just doing whatever I was doing.
Coming up on these roads, there's a couple slaves coming up on these roads. Let me put my life on break, coming up on these roads.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much of this sort of mourning from fans for the loss of like SJ, considering how talented he was coming from this space. Did that really feel like a big loss to you guys being from this area and him being?
Oh, it sounded like SJ died or something the way he was talking.
Feel like a big loss to you guys being from this area and him being kind of one of you guys.
Definitely, it was one of the maddest losses of him. Wookie, like, it was mad losses to us. It's one of the ones where like I was fully, see SJ in particular, I was fully on him. I used to be on him constantly, like, bro, you ain't going nowhere, but you're coming to the studio, man, we're going to shoot this video. You get it, I'm waking up early in the morning, 8 a.m. picking him up, yo, guy, I'm getting bro. You see when that nonsense happened, it's like, it burnt man. But at the same time, it's like, the reason why it burnt man more is because we all know the circumstances of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Yep. You get it? So it's like, we know what we're trying to leave in that, and it's like, it can come at any time. But when you're just saying it, it's like, you're just saying it until it actually happens, bro. And then, yeah, literally, it just came at any time, and it was just a mad blow, man. It burnt man and that, but we're still chatting that it's good. You get what I'm saying, bro? We still keep it a strong car. This is a strong boy, bro.
A lot of people compare you to Pop Smoke, mainly because of your voice.
Yeah.
Is that something that you like? Do you think that's something that's helpful to at least help people just like understand it, or do you prefer to just allow the comparisons?
To be honest, you see me, I'm not a person with a big ego. Like, things like that don't bother me. Like, to be called the king of something, or you know what I'm saying? As long as I can make an income and feed my peoples, and I'm not bothered. Like, Pop Smoke, I actually genuinely was a fan of him. And it's like, the more people, such sense, it's like, you know, they could tell you, oh, you look like someone, and then you say, no, I don't. You get it? But it's like, when they sent me the guy's music and I actually started listening to him, I'm listening to his voice, I'm saying, oh, like, actually sounds like man, I sound like him and that, you get what I'm saying? Like, I can see the comparison and that. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and like, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Like, he's someone that I hold a high.
That right there. Like, clear up all that, bro, because I remember, I believe I did a reaction a while back. I believe my brother Romaine said in a video, like, yo, he sound like Pop Smoke. And everybody pitching, no, man, he been doing it longer than him. Bro, nobody's saying, it was like, nobody spoke on, like, who did it the longest. It's saying the comparison is going to be made like that because if you're from the U.S., you obviously heard Pop Smoke first, bro. Like, you heard him before you hear him, if anything. So, of course, they're going to make the comparison based off, all right. Like, y'all probably say Pop Smoke sound like him, because y'all been listening to Ab before Pop. Like, a lot of people was, well, in the UK wise, was tuned into Ab, of course, first. So you gonna make that comparison saying, all right, Pop Smoke sound like Ab. But here in the US, people gonna say, this man Ab sound like Pop Smoke. And like he just said right there, bro, he don't care about that comparison. It really do just be the fans on, you know, on a lot of stuff, be the fans like taking stuff, you know, out of proportion, bro. Like, it's no disrespect. Like, at the end of the day, if a person feel like, hey, even like he just said, he don't care, bro. Like I said, the fans be caring the most, bro. Y'all niggas be ready to full out go to war in the comment section, bro. Like, y'all not finna do nothing in real life about it, but y'all be in the comment section talking crazy, bro. Like, just chill out, man. Like he just said, that just clarified it right there. He don't even care about that comparison.
Anything wrong with it, and like, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Like, he's someone that I hold highly, like, in terms of like my musical standards and that, like, people I rate in the music and like, I fully rate his too.
It's heartbreaking that we're not going to get to see like a Abs Pop Smoke link up.
That would have been crazy.
I don't know.
That would have been crazy.
Just fall apart, man. People lose their mind.
R.I.P. to Pop Smoke, man.
The fans love
And
your
King
voice.
Von, bro.
Yeah, your voice is sick. It's crazy. It's just like when you hear an Abs tune and you hear that voice come through, it just hits differently. I just really wanted to ask you, bro. Like when you were a kid, was your voice always this deep? Like when did it happen?
No, my voice wasn't this deep. I remember my voice got deep when I was like 17. Something like 17, 18 or something. And do you know what it is? I didn't really notice that my voice was as deep as they were saying until they started saying it. You get it?
Yeah.
Like I wasn't a person that just thought, my voice is mad deep. I never really used to think about, like in terms of music, like having a certain type of voice wasn't something that stuck to me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think like having a good voice is a key factor in how good your music is. And it's only when I started seeing like a lot of the females talking about it, and I was thinking, like, it's a bit mad than that, but then I started seeing more, then I started finding out that girls like guys with deeper voices and all of that. I was thinking, that's mad, I didn't even know that. But yeah, it's like 17, 18 or something, that's when I think my voice broke.
I tell you what, that leads you to Alright guys, so we're actually just having a little walk around the farm block.
Bro, I don't know, every
I just
time
wanna
it
tell
like
you-
fade out like that, I feel like I'm about to get a phone call or something. Cause you know, like when you be on YouTube on your phone or something, when you watching a video on your phone, it like fade like that, and then you hear the ringtone or whatever. That's what I keep thinking every time that shit fade like that.
A little bit about the history here. So the area has actually got quite a steep history when it comes to police brutality. In 1985, not far from here where the Tangmere House estate is, we actually saw the murder of a police officer, PC Blakelock, with that coming after the kind of questionable death of a local resident after a police search of their house. It was that actually incident that resulted in days of rioting, an unfortunate situation which was actually repeated around 2011 when we saw the tragic killing of Mark Duggan at the hands of police officers in the local area. That led to days of rioting and a serious situation that ended up being replicated in various different boroughs in London around those times. And it was actually Mark Duggan's son who grew up to become the drill rapper Bando K, who you might actually know now from OFB. So we're going to keep having a little look around the farm blocks and going to go and have a catch up with Abs at the studio, see what he's doing and hear some of the music he's working on. So stay tuned for that.
I put my life on the line for this thing, 'cause my broski's life was on it. So I got him pinky store, making that like
Alright guys, so fresh off our tour of Broadwater Farm, we're now in the studio with Abs. So he is just in there working on a bit of music. Hopefully we'll get a minute so that we can catch up with him, maybe hear some of the new tracks off of his new project, Product of My Environment, and as well hear a little bit more about the music video that he literally just dropped a few hours ago, Trenches, which is already doing numbers on YouTube. So let's get in there and maybe have a word with him. How does that feel, man, just being like a few hours off of a big release, you know people are out there just loving your tunes and you're in here, like what goes through your head?
I don't know, you know, bro. I'm already thinking about the next step, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't,
Hey,
like,
he just on go, bro. It's like, fuck it, man. Like, you gotta keep working, bro. You can't, like, it's good to think about the track, whatever, but it's better you gotta keep going, bro. You trying to achieve higher goals, man. So, hey, I hear him on
I
that.
don't know, you know, bro. I'm already thinking about the next step, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, I think I'd more, when I go home and I'm on my own, you get it? That's when I'd think about that. Like, I really rate this tune, and I'll go watch the views or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's I'm in the moment, and I don't dwell on it too tough. And that. I'm already thinking how I'm going to do it after.
Because I feel like there's always kind of like two camps when it comes to rap. Sort of the guys that will just sit down and do everything really meticulously written, and others that will just get in their vibe and just come up kind of line by line or bar by bar. What do you prefer?
I used to write, but it didn't work out for me. You get it? I'm better off doing it from the top of my head. But writing, like, it's like I think about it too much, and I don't really like it. Yeah, man. It's a bit. When I say it off the top of my head, I'm more saying my truth. Whereas if I'm writing it, I might think, oh, this is a bit too crazy to say that I might not say it. But yeah.
Do you feel like sometimes if you go on the writing side, you can get like a bit too deep, and it gets to the point where people aren't really like able to connect with what you're saying on an emotional level?
Well, you can connect. You get it. The sadder it gets, the better it gets. You know what I'm saying? It's just about what I
Is that a pack of cigarettes, bro?
It's just.
Or am I tripping?
It's just about what I deem appropriate to put out. As funny as it sounds, and there's sometimes certain lyrics in there I think, oh man, I don't know how to say that. It'd be a bit outrageous to get, but.
For sure. Well, like clearly you're already doing well for yourself. I mean, I've been getting blinded by your watch today. It's been crazy, bro. But I was really curious to ask you. Obviously, what with your success and the streams and the income that comes in, what are the kind of things apart from obviously a bit of drip here and there? Like, what are the things that you've done with the money that's kind of like improved your life or your families or the people around you? Like, can you talk a bit about that?
I look after some of my peoples in my jail house and that. You get it. That's kind of nice. And I send a lot of money back home in Ghana. You get it? They're less fortunate over there, so it's like £10 over there is a mad thing. You know what I'm saying? So I send a lot of money back home and that. Yeah, man, just family really and truly, bro. I'm not a mad spender like that. Like I buy like jewels and that once in a while and drip and that. Well, to be honest, even the drip thing, I wouldn't really be spending money on drip like that if it wasn't for like video shoots and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I only basically buy drip when I've got video shoots and that. Or say like the man I'm just feeling like.
Yeah, I was definitely tripping.
Shopping
I see what he's doing.
Spend a little cash on that, but yeah, man, other than that, man, I'm not really a mad spender like that. Yeah.
That's sensible, man. That's good to hear, because I feel like some people can go down that wrong path of just like blowing their bag too soon before they've even got like a solid foundation,
Yeah, man's not with that. Remember, it's like I would only like to like spend money if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
one thing I wanted to ask you, man, is you did an interview with Tim Westwood. And he asked you if you were kind of up in the clubs, and you kind of said that you weren't really a club dude, but sometimes you're in the yardie raves.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask you, bro, what's a yardie rave like?
Yardie raves is it's like.
Well, I don't know nothing about a yardie rave. So.
They're like raves, yeah. That's mainly focused on like Caribbean culture. Yeah, obviously the police don't necessarily like them. And you get it, but that's why I feel more at home compared to being in like, I don't know, the famous clubs and that, spending my own bread on bottles and that. I go there, a couple of 2 white rum and I'm good, and it's like I can be myself. No one's onto me for pictures, and I barely get it anyway. You get what I'm saying? They all know, man. So it's like they're barely onto me. I can just be myself, and I don't have to worry about nothing.
Has that ever led to any like mad or like weird situations or just like misunderstandings where someone's kind of like a fan's like pulled up on you and you've kind of like reacted the wrong way or something?
Yeah, there was a time there I was wearing something what I wasn't supposed to be wearing because of a certain deal that I had.
Right.
Get it? So then but I think this was just unruly of me. This was when I was growing up, and I was like 19 these times and that. But if you're not supposed to wear this, then don't wear it, and no one's gonna take a picture of you into your rap. Obviously they're gonna video it and that. But obviously me being young, reckless and that, like the youths constantly trying to take videos of me. I'm walking through the crowd, I'm saying to him, brother, I'm not supposed to be wearing this, allow it, fam. Don't video me, get it. Constantly doing it, but that day I don't know what annoyed me that day. I was annoyed the whole day, bro. So I don't remember when I grabbed the phone off him and I just threw it into the crowd basically. You get it, like, but it's a mad crowd. Man's at a show and that. I'm just taking the phone and dashed it in the crowd and that. I just carried on walking. I don't even remember what happened in that. Not even when I got home, bro. As I got older, I look back at that, like 2 years later. I said, shit, I shouldn't have done that, you know. That was a bit silly, like. Cause like, it's just a fun, innit? Like, yeah, I was just annoyed that day. I don't know what got me mad, bro, but I just remember I was telling this guy to stop. He's not listening. I'm saying, bro, it's either this or punch in your mouth, bro. I just threw the phone and that.
That's a better option.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that boy would have had lawsuits and all type of shit.
Like, in America, I know they think, like, London, the UK is like just London, central London and that. You know what I'm saying? But man's going through the same things they go through, you get it, bro. Yeah.
For sure, bro. Well, listen, I appreciate that.
Some Americans think like that, bro. Not all, bro.
You've got so much going on. Super excited for your project. Super excited for all the OFB stuff. I just want to say thank you for having necessarily realised that there's like another way, or there's a way to improve things. So, you know, keep doing your thing, keep shining, and keep being an inspiration for those ones, bro. And I just want to say, like, appreciate it. Nice one, bro. No Jumper UK.
Okay.
Alright, so we are finished for the day. We are done at the studio. I survived my time on Broadwater Farm, and we had a sick day with Abs. Honestly, big shout out to Abs.
Bro came there, he thought something was about to happen to him. He said,
I'm going to go jump in the ride, spin that coupe, and go home and listen to Products of My Environment that is dropping tonight. I am gassed. Cheers, Abs. Cheers, No Jumper UK. It's Trap Lord Ross, and I'm out.
Alright, man, this is the end of the reaction right here. Like I said, I wanted to get this one out for y'all, man, because I was going to watch it on my own, but I chose, like, I'm going to react to it, man, because I didn't even get the mixtape out for y'all, bro. Shout out to Ab, bro. Shout out to, I don't know this guy, but hey, he interviewed, bro. Dope little interview, quick little interview, man. Nothing too major, but hey. Shout out everybody that's rocking support me, man. We on the road at 50K. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this interview in the comment section below, man. Smash this like button up, sub if you're new, turn on post notifications. Y'all can follow me on IG and Twitter, links in the description. Hit me up over there, man. It's your boy, they be wildin', and I'm out, bruh.